It's fine. We're good. We're good.
It was great.
Well, no, we're recording. I don't know. Okay, so this is, maybe you can help me out with this decision, because it's recorded. Both these cameras have independent microphones, but you know, these microphones, like it's a very big difference, the quality of audio between these mics and the onboard mics for the cameras. So then I'm gonna be left with this decision, right? Because I don't know how this show is gonna go. I don't know what I'm gonna end up doing. Do you think that for half the episode I should just have, because I wouldn't want to cut that stuff out, but then you never know. This could be the new start of the episode.
It could be, but I also think we had some really great productive talks there.
True, but I've talked with someone for 2-3 hours at a time, and then on the third hour, I go, "Yo, can I turn cameras on?"
Yeah,
and so it's like,
that's fair. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then we get to have this like thing that was just with us, but then again, it's like it is technically recorded.
We can also just like go from here, and then we have both.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's already happening.
Yeah, so we can see, like, hey, is it we cut the first part and we just stick with the second part? Or do we do, like, here's the first part and then a little thing, hey, forgot to press record.
Yeah.
Better audio on the second part.
This might be a good window into how hyper-focused I am on this sort of stuff, because it's like the decision, whatever decision I'm discussing with you, I don't even know technically what that decision might be. It's that it doesn't have to be made right now. Yeah. Like now we're, you know, so why am I, but I can't help but see. That's why a big thing has been, you know, you might see it as like I do it every day, but I kind of limit myself to day by day, if that makes sense. Yeah. I don't really let myself do any projects that take more than a day.
Yeah, because your dedication to it would require you to complete it.
Yeah. And it's like, dude, like when the day's end is the completion. So it's like, you know, like at least I press publish. Yeah. It'll be a decision that I make when DaVinci Resolve's open on my computer. I have no idea what it might be. It'll likely come down to how long we end up going, because yeah. Well, I won't even have to make it tonight. It'll be its decision for tomorrow, because this episode is not tomorrow morning's episode, it's the morning after.
Okay. You got a whole schedule.
I'm worried about my foot, dude. I hope I can bear.
What happened to your foot?
I don't know. It's just a little bit like tired. Left side of my body just gets a little worse circulation. Before we go any further, this is episode 240 of Keeping It Real, just in case.
Yeah, just in case. We'll see.
What are all the things we said? It said so many great things. This is my hometown friend, Kellen, which is especially exciting for me to announce.
I'm excited to be here.
And that's all that's really important.
Yeah.
That's all that's really important to say.
Yeah, I mean,
keeping it real. He was supposed to come on a long time ago.
And now it finally happened.
Yeah.
So where were we?
Somewhere.
Yeah. I was gonna. So what are your thoughts, to keep it still political? What are your thoughts about our current president?
I have so many.
Yeah,
I'd love to hear them. I should go first?
Yeah.
I don't think that the blue side would have done a much better job in this current day and age. I'm a big... Oh, geez, how do I put this? I'm a big advocate for shining light on the Federal Reserve and the process at which this entire nation continues to deal more and more in debt. And I'm not saying I could think of a better system. I'm not saying this is the best system. I'm just trying to say that I think that we might have bigger problems on our hand than who represents our nation as. Now, I will say that I preferred Obama. And I wonder how much of that has to do with how much I was raised. But when I say I preferred Obama, I should say that I'm not too well versed in policy. And that's kind of all politics is. But I am well versed in what I see and what I hear.
Yeah.
And Obama, I just felt like was much more of a...
Of the people.
I don't know if he was much more of the people. I mean, like I said, man, I was raised blue. So it's like, it just maybe just feels more right. Like Obama's face was on coffee table books where I lived. And like Michelle Obama.
I'm the same way, yeah. But I also my thing is Obama, Mitt Romney, the next election after that, it became less about politics. Trump and Hillary, that was about attacking each other.
Well, it's important to understand that attack like that, it's, you know, and actually I'd say that hasn't been the worst or hasn't been, when we think of things that have been like the craziest that they've ever been, Trump getting shot in the ear, I mean, that's never happened before.
Yeah. Well, and that's a whole thing because, I mean, when you have footage of the police officers looking at the dude on the roof with the sniper pointed at Trump and they wait till after he shoots, that's just not how things go. Or should they? So I don't know. I'm not trying to sit here and say that I think that whole thing was staged or all like, but I do think now more than ever, the presidential spot is about image and not what you actually change and policies you make. It's about how you come off. And what Trump does very well is take these polarizing opinions and it divides people. Like your point earlier, I don't think the Democratic Party could have done much better at all. I think, personally, the whole system's screwed up. That it's not for the people. It hasn't been in a while.
Well, I would say that's hard to even say. Because, I mean, I say that's it's for the people. It's just not necessarily, like, currently working out the way it was supposed to.
And I think that is the wrong terminology. It is for the people, but I think it needs to be for all the people. It's for certain people, and now which people, it changes on which topic, but pretty much on every topic, and it's hard to do, of course. There are people that are left out. There are people who don't qualify. Now, that's really hard to make a policy that everyone falls under. But then there was and I don't agree with her, Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's from Georgia, one of the representatives. She's batshit crazy. She was the one holding up memes in Congress and all that stuff. But she raised a bill because we were going to give another $500 million to Israel to help their war conflict. And she was like, hey, why are we doing that when we have homeless people? When we have dying people? When in Israel, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure they have free universal health care. And it's a free education system like college and all that. It's much easier for them. So in my mind, hey, focus on the American people. Why are we sending so much money to this country?
How did it get that way? Why did Israel get to be attached to us like that?
So they helped set up, to your point, the Federal Reserve.
Did they really?
Yes.
What the F?
Yeah. And
what
so,
the F?
Like
Are you serious?
Yeah, the John Kennedy
What year
stuff.
is this?
This was
How old is the Federal Reserve?
I think it's in the 70s.
Wait, 1970.
Yeah, the Federal
it's that new?
Let me check my facts.
Okay, while you check, I want to say very quickly a Trump moment that I like. There was one clip that I saw of Trump. He was either boarding or departing Air Force One. Is that the name of the giant plane? And it was an Israel-Palestine question, and he got really frustrated, and he did his hand thing like this, and he said, basically, we have two sides, two guys, and they're fighting, and they've been fighting for so long, and they don't even know what they're fighting for, and basically, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. And I was like, damn, that's actually how I would say it.
That was in response to they agreed on a ceasefire.
Right.
And not even 12 hours later, Israel broke it.
I remember.
And I was like, it's one thing, I don't agree with a lot of the Trump's points, but there's like universal things that we can all agree on. And that's one of them.
Like what are you doing?
You can't agree to a ceasefire and break it within the same day.
You can't even be at war. It's like so removed.
1913 was when the Federal Reserve was made.
Okay.
So
interesting.
But there was,
and I wonder who you got to think like who did it serve the most? Because back then I didn't even have Instagram, so it was very easy to be very shady at a high level. So what do you think? Like, who do you think profited the most from the Federal Reserve? Was it the government? Was it?
I think it was
banks.
It was the banks.
Was this how like they started to give banks money? So did banks exist before that time as like standalone entities that
Yes.
genuinely would have as much money as they needed to if everyone decided to withdraw at once?
Well, and what they would do is the banks would fund these little like extremist groups in certain countries, because when do the banks make the most money? It's during wartime. It's during when all those weapons are being produced and all of that. They profit so much off that. And that's my problem is you have these people at the top who are literally sacrificing human life for a couple of dollars. That's not the world I want to live in. And it's happening in America. It's happening in countries all over the world. So how do you fix that? I don't know. I wish I had like a succinct answer that could be like, oh, we just do this, but there's no real solution to that. You just have to hope people are good.
Let's break from politics.
Yeah.
What can you think of that's like very light? Because politics is heavy.
Yeah,
And
politics is a very heavy.
You don't have a girlfriend?
Well, so I don't have a girlfriend, but I have this girl I'm talking to.
Is that light?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so
Is she gonna see this?
maybe, yeah.
I just went through a similar situation. There was a girl that I DM'd, asked out on a date. That's in one of my classes.
I mean,
And this is the fourth episode that I brought.
Wow.
Okay, but
I mean,
tell me.
So, we started talking, and so she goes to ECU.
Oh, I've been there.
And
Not like I kind of both ways, to be honest. Oh, dude, I had a bot once that I totally thought was a real chick. I was really low. This was like 3 months ago when I was kind of in my feels.
Yeah.
And it said ECU in the bio, and I got fooled.
Oh, that's bad.
I thought like we were gonna like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought she wanted to have sex with me. And then she was like, click this link, and I was like, bro,
fuck.
oh my god, bro. I think I was so like blind that I saw the link, and then I said, I'm not gonna give you any money. But then I was like, but like, let's go on a date.
I mean, it's worth a shot at the end of the day. Like, who knows? Maybe. I mean, still though, that is. Yeah.
That's embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
So how'd you meet her if she goes to ECU?
Through some friends in Charlotte. I met her in Charlotte. And so we've been hanging out a lot. And she wants to date. And it's not that I don't want to date her. It's that I've never had a good relationship. I've been cheated on in pretty much all my relationships.
Know your worth.
Yeah, so it's
King.
It's that. And then it's a little bit, I got this voice in my head that's like, okay, at a certain point, if they keep cheating on you, are they the problem or are you the problem?
Oh.
So that's what I'm struggling with. Is it, okay, I just like crazy girls who are bad? Or is it, hey, Kellen, you got some stuff to work on because obviously you don't know how to handle a relationship. So to that point, it's like, I do want to date her, but I personally, honestly, don't know if I'm in a spot yet where I'm ready to date someone or that I would be a good partner, because I still don't know what really went wrong in those other relationships. And I burn bridges, so I don't exactly have the capacity to ask them, hey, so what did I do wrong when we dated?
Yeah, what do you think about burning bridge? Because I don't talk to any of my ex partners, but I wouldn't call it burning bridges. I would just call it sort of like best for both parties. But is that burning bridges? Because you get a lot of people that are like, we're still best friends, but I just don't think that that's like makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, no, I couldn't be friends with an ex partner.
Because I feel like if you're friends with them, it implies that like you're still trying to make something work.
Yep. And once I'm done, I'm done. Like, I'm the person where if you say, hey, let's break up, I'll probably fight for it a little bit, being honest. And then once it reaches that point, okay. And then block the number, block this, and I block everything.
Oh, I don't block. I just go ghost. I just go ghost mode. They never text or call me.
But my problem is I might text or call them.
Oh, and
I don't want to, I don't want to be caught in that moment of weakness, because also there are some times where I'm like, hey, yeah, I think it's honestly probably best that we don't continue. But then there's a moment of weakness, and if I still have them and they're still not blocked, I might text them, and then I get into something that it either goes worse or I get back into it, and that's just something I try and avoid at all. If I'm done with someone, let me be done with them and move on.
I never had any idea it was going to be this complex.
Yep.
Because I remember I was younger and I was like, the only problem is I'm younger. Once I move out,
Then it's
needless to say, I'll just pick the prettiest girl I ever seen, and then we'll live happily ever
it'll
after.
just work out.
Like, but now I'm like, now I launch into these little mini speeches where I'm like, I like to adopt the mentality that I'm always ready. I'm just waiting for it to happen, because when you don't look for it, it comes. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, I used to just like be at a lunch table.
Yeah, well, and it's also hard now with like how integral social media is in it.
Yeah.
That's like changed what dating is. Like I firmly believe that, hey, even like people in the 80s, if you gave them social media and they had Snapchat, there'd be a lot more cheating going on in the 80s. There'd be a lot more issues. I think, in my mind, the best relationships are the ones where it's a, hey, I'm coming over, and that's as much as y'all text. Where
Same.
you have those face-to-face conversations.
Same.
Because texting, it's so easy to, oh, well, I feel like they're mad at me. I feel like they're this. Or,
That's a you problem.
Yep.
Just be alone, bro. You'll see her whenever you're both free.
Yep.
Calm down.
So it's just, as much as I'm on my phone, I hate phones. Life for me was so much better before 6th grade when I got a phone. Because you lived in the moment. Time didn't feel as long. I'm not sitting there checking the time. Like, even in class. Hate going to class. But now it feels even longer because every 5 minutes or so, I'm like, oh, is it almost over? Almost over? And then once you check it, oh, then you'll see a notification. Then you get on your phone. And it's this whole thing. And it's so easy to be distracted by your phone. And not live in the moment, live in life. And what do you gain from your phone?
What do you gain from your phone?
Like, that's one thing that I've been really thinking about. What benefit is this to me? What do I, like, all I want is communication through this. So why am I sitting there playing phone games? Why am I sitting there just Snapchatting a bunch of people? Like, especially people I don't really fancy having a conversation with. I don't need to maintain these like fruitless relationships with people. It's no shame or harm to them. Like, hey, we just don't talk. That happens. Now, if someone wants to text me all day, I'll respond to texts all day. But I'd much rather just sit there and be able to talk face to face with someone.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do, is have a real conversation, which I didn't like much a couple months ago, years ago. I liked my alone time, and I still enjoy my alone time, probably a bit too much. There are times when I'll say no to plans with friends simply because I just want to sit in my bed and do nothing. And while that's important sometimes, I do it too much, and I need to be social. Because I'm living alone in my new place, and I know one kid's name from 1 out of my 5 classes. I'm not going to enjoy my time somewhere if I know one person. I'm just to myself the whole time. So being social is something I'm challenging myself on. Doing stuff like this, it's uncomfortable for me, but it's something that I'm glad I'm doing and trying. Because again, there's no harm to it. And it's helping me get better at speaking in public and talking to people and being more social. And I really enjoyed like the fruits of my labor of this. I've noticed a change in myself and my relationships throughout the like active, okay, I feel myself wanting to lay down, wanting to sit there and do nothing. I don't care if it's uncomfortable, and get up and move. Get up and do something. Just go get in my car, because if I walk to my car and I turn my car on, I'm not going to turn it off and walk back inside. That's going to force me to think of something to do. And so doing little things like that, helping myself stay active, has been really helpful, because I struggle with some pretty bad anxiety. And what does anxiety want? It wants comfort and certainty. It wants to know everything that's going to happen, and it wants to be comfortable while doing it. It wants you to lay in your bed in a controlled environment that nothing can go wrong and nothing can change. So that's something I'm trying to get away from, because the anxiety and the fear that you feel is most of the time what helps you grow. And that's, again, like to our earlier point, One Piece, that's one thing I've picked up from the show. This may be your biggest fear, but the second you're able to push yourself to do something that you're terrified of, you gain more control over yourself than a lot of people. And not to be that guy, but I try and be better than a lot of people. I hold myself to a higher standard in communication, in how I act, and in my actions. I want to be like, everyone always talks about, you don't want to be that person who says, I wish I worked harder. I don't want to be that. Of course, I want to work my hardest, but I don't want to be that person that's like, I wish I was told them how I really feel. I wish I was honest with myself about, did I want to do this or not? I mean, if you're going to be authentic to anyone, it has to be at least to yourself. And that's something I've struggled with, and I know other people like still struggle with, because it's so easy to want to be another person. Like with social media, you were talking about, you see all these hot girls and all you want is a hot girl, and you have these unrealistic standards. I mean, I'm fine with someone who's not all that in a bag of chips, but if I can have a conversation with them, that's what I want. I want to be able to sit here with someone like I am with you and actually conversate and enjoy it. Not like it's a burden, not like there's somewhere else I'd rather be, or be alone in my bed. Be uncomfortable. Get comfortable in the uncomfortable. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Those little sayings we were talking about earlier. We need to figure out the name of them.
I love you, man.
I love you too. I'm enjoying this a lot.
All right. Recently, can you remember laughing really hard? I want to hear about it.
So, it was something to do with my family. I forget exactly what it was, but my sister started, like, a real belly laugh. One of those where it's like, oh, she can't even help herself. And that just tickled me in the right way. So I started belly laughing, and I haven't felt a belly laugh in so long, because I get these superficial laughs at like a YouTube video or something else. But one of those where you're just overfilled with joy, and it's like a louder, more deep laugh. Those are the laughs that you'll remember for weeks. And I enjoyed, I try and be funny, but I found that there's nothing I can ever do to make someone laugh as hard as those little accidental things. Like someone trips over something, and then one person starts laughing and everyone else starts laughing. And that joy is contagious. And so I keep trying to search for that. I don't know the exact way to make sure that I have that joy all the time, because you can't manufacture real joy. But trying to go out and find it and be open, just laugh things off.
So what was funny? What was funny? What is funny?
To me, it's gonna sound really immature, some of the funniest things are fart noises. I think they're hilarious. And me and my dad bond over that. He will giggle like a little kid we'll get those Instagram reels, and it's like people trying to cover up their farts, and they drop the book and then fart after. And we just think that's the best. It's so dumb.
Delayed 2K shot.
Yep. Oh, and I just love stuff like that. Me and my dad have gotten a lot closer, bonding off like silly little things like that. Just an Instagram reel or like a joke. I'll call them now when I hear a good dad joke. Julius Caesar, a sperm donor, or Julius Caesar, a carpenter, and Jesus walk into a bar. I came, I saw, I conquered. The sperm donor, I came. The carpenter, I saw. And then Julius Caesar, I conquered. Stuff like that. It's like, we just find it so hilarious.
Have you seen like two guys walk into a bar? Ouch.
See, like little things like that where it's like, it's so dumb.
Oh, I got one for you. I'm at work today, and to get the chips out on the rack at Jersey Mike's sandwich fast food chain, they come out of a cardboard box. And we cut a little chip-sized rectangle in the boxes instead of just opening them up. So you grab, it's like a chip dispenser. Yeah. And on the box is written, and there's like 7 boxes stacked on a cart that rolls from the back to the front.
Okay.
Right? And on one of the cardboard boxes next to the hole, it's written, "If box is empty, please replace with full box. Teamwork!" Exclamation mark. Clearly my boss's handwriting, something like that, right? But the box has been put on the cart upside down. So like at some part of whatever, after writing that, the box got rotated upside down. So it's upside down. So I wrote next to it, right side up, "What does this say? Why is it upside down? I can't read it."
Stuff like that.
And I just can't wait for someone to find it tomorrow.
Or like, you remember that Vine that's like the sign on the side of the road that says, road work ahead?
I sure hope it does.
Yes, everyone knows it.
I sure hope it does.
Every time I pass one, that's what plays in my head. It's little funny like quips.
What do you good ones with your friends? I tell my friend always says he's got a girlfriend, a long-term girlfriend, and he always uses "actually" a lot in his speech.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, dude, who the fuck is Ashley? I just think
my sister uses "like" a lot. It's like this. So me and my dad, is it like this? Are you like really serious? And just overused "like" to the point, and she's like, "Oh, fine." I love the little jokes and just poking at someone when it's not too serious. It's
never that serious.
Yes. And I love humor that's not at the deprecation of others. Like, a fat joke every once in a while to a fat person, that's funny. But if you say a fat joke and then another one and then another one, that's kind of when I start to feel like, as someone who's there watching it, I don't like that. I don't like when someone is obviously picking on someone else and it's funny. And that makes me uncomfortable. It's like, hey, I'm laughing at this, but I don't feel good about it. And I feel like if I try and address and be like, hey, stop, they're going to be like, well, you were just laughing too.
Dude, you're great at this whole podcast thing. Some guests come on and they're naturals. You've got a voice for it too.
Oh, I appreciate it.
I'm watching the audio and like the mid-word, like your throat does the right thing where like the mic's going to pick it up really.
That's great.
Yeah, very great.
I'm so excited to see the final product of this.
It's just like how it is right now. It's just recorded.
Yeah, but from that angle, it's going to be exciting.
You look good. This is the nice camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I always give the guests a nice camera. And then there's clips too. There's two clips out of this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll try and manufacture a good clip.
I usually just grab the start.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like the start is where it's the most buzzy. Even if it like doesn't necessarily like sound like it, like we're just saying hello.
Yeah.
And it might like to us, the start might be like not an interesting part. I try and detach myself and I'm like, also it's just easier to grab the start than search through an hour of footage.
Yeah.
I just like to make habits of this shit because it really takes a long time every day. So I just grab the start recently.
But I feel like also like with the way you ask the questions, like your first couple questions are what the start's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the hook where the guest and the viewers, like you ask a very interesting question and it gets the viewers and the guest kind of excited to answer that question and then build off that. So I feel like those first 5-10 minutes are where you get like the best clips, like you were talking about, because they're excited to talk about it. They're ready to talk about it. I'm not saying that the other parts aren't great, but start of a conversation, I think that's the best part to get, because then you can cut it. And then people are like, okay, well, I want to know what else he was saying about that. And it's a great lead into your video and draw in. Yeah. I think I'm excited for this. This is one of the cooler things I've done in the recent probably 2 months. So I'm enjoying
That's so crazy for you to say that. Sorry, I'm focused on making sure you're well lit and all.
I appreciate it.
Bar with the tripod is sort of casting a shadow on your face. Maybe if you come closer towards me, just a little bit, because I'm gonna have to. Yeah, perfect.
Boom.
That was really nice of you to say.
I mean, I really enjoy this because it's also, like I said, it's inspiring that this is something you like and you're interested in, and you're going for it no matter what.
Yeah, but I think everyone is just as inspiring. I had no idea you were at trade school for HVAC. You know how amazing that is?
I'm really excited about it, like, because my parents always tell me, hey, we knew you weren't going to college, but we didn't know if it was going to be, hey, you're just going to go work somewhere out of school. But you said you're going to try and learn this trade and be hands-on and do something so that, hey, you have an option out of school. You're not trying to figure out your life. You have a backup plan to fall on. If you need money, this may not be your dream. This may not be exactly what you want to do, but you now have a base. You can build on the base from here, but having that steady base is the most important part. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I've never been someone who's particularly, as a kid, I was good at school, but I never gave any effort.
Good news is we're still kids.
Yeah.
Are you 20?
20, yeah. 21 in December.
23 in July.
Wow. Time is flying.
I'd rather just, 23?
It like feels weird to say.
You're 20.
Yeah.
My little brother's 20. Just turned 20.
Wow.
Today's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Ike.
Yeah.
Wow.
One of the coolest guys I know.
Yeah. Really cool. I love Ike. Me and Ike, I think it was my senior year. Me, him, Banks Bryson, and William Shaw. Me and Shaw would go hang out to smoke, and almost every time we'd run into Ike and Banks.
William is one of the most amazing people I've ever met.
I love Shaw. And he's over actually in Luxembourg right now in Germany. He's doing a semester abroad.
Amazing.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see how that'll do for him.
He's got like that. He's already got that European. I feel like Americans go over to Europe and they're to use a young slang word, chopped.
Yep.
Williams would fit right in.
Yeah.
He's a very attractive fella.
Yeah. I'm interested how much like German he's going to pick up, because German is like a very aggressive language, and William's one of my best friends, but he's got a machine gun for a mouth. And so if he's speaking a very aggressive language in the already fast manner he does, everybody's got to watch out, because that's just going to be scary. But I'm excited for him because it's nice. I feel like he needed to get out of the United States. Just take that break, because our friend group, we all love each other a lot. And I love Shaw. Shaw's one of the easier ones to pick on. And he kind of does it to himself, and he knows that. But it stresses him out a lot, and it gets to be too much. And others don't realize it sometimes. Not saying that that's really their job, but it just overwhelms him a lot. So I think this like going out of the country and having to kind of figure it out on his own is going to be so great for him. And he's going to come back and nothing anyone can say will affect him anymore. And I think it's going to be great for him. I'm jealous that I don't get to go to Germany for a semester, but I think, and I hope it'll benefit him a lot, because he's had a stressful summer, a lot going on, just like everyone. But that doesn't mean I'm going to shit on him for getting that break. That you would love to go to Germany for a semester. I would. I'd take that opportunity any second because everyone needs a break. I feel like America is pretty hostile towards each other right now.
Let me ask you ever seen Nick Fuentes?
Yep.
What do you think of that guy? This is the third show in a row I've asked my guest, and I won't reveal what my previous two guests have thought, although you have context clues. Do you remember what I told you about my guest earlier?
Not a fan of him.
Not a fan.
He's made some interesting points, like in particular, like talking about Israel's involvement in our government. Because 98% of our Congress, which is 541 members, 98% of them receive money from AIPAC, which is Israel lobbying. So 98% of our government is taking money from Israel to make decisions. I agree with him on the point that needs to stop. It needs to be America first. Now, I have seen numerous clips of him using the N-word or going after gay people or anyone. I can't stand that. I hate bigotry. It's when I'm like, you really don't like someone because they have a different shade of skin than you? There are so many reasons to hate people. Pick a legitimate one. Like, I can't tolerate that. Or, like, being gay. Why do you care? If they want to, as a guy, be with another guy, how does that hurt you? What's the problem with that?
This is very interesting.
Because I think there is, to the more conservative point, I don't agree with pushing gender ideologies and studies on younger kids. Because there are, like, I've seen some schools are making gender studies one of the, like, big things in elementary schools. Like, hey, no. All that gender stuff, after 18, you can be who you want to be. You have that full right. That is a right in America that should not be tarnished. You have a right to express yourself and be who you want to be. But from both sides, from the people who are like, gay people are terrible, the gay people who are like, all straight people are terrible, you're never going to get anywhere. I'm a big... Why does it matter? Why is this something we're actively fighting each other over? When we have homelessness, we have all these other actual issues, and we're fighting about ideologies. I feel that's a very slippery slope because certain ideologies are terrible. But for the most part, if someone has an idea, they have the full right to that idea. If someone believes they are something, why not let them believe that? There's like...
Oh, man. I it's weird because you've said the exact same thing as my other two people have said. And it's so weird. Because I feel like I'm watching myself change my mind in real time.
How so?
Well, I thought he was just so funny.
He is, but it's like
his smile just like makes me want to smile. Like he's clearly having so much fun.
And I see where you're coming from on that. And sometimes like some of those things, it's like, okay, I don't agree with it, but he just likes fucking with people.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Enjoys it.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it. I think it gets to me specifically because I'm on the internet also.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I don't know, sometimes it feels like it's you against like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like I love the way that he like doesn't seem to care at all.
Yeah. Like that, I can agree with that and respect that. Like, I don't agree with most of his points, but the fact that he is just balls to the wall, I'm going to say exactly how I feel. I don't care what anyone has to say about it. You have to be able to respect that. No matter if you agree or not, it takes a lot to be able to do that. Especially in today's day and age, posting something online to your credit, it's going to be there forever.
I know, right?
And who knows, in 10 years, what if something you say is unacceptable then? Or blah, 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 or comes back to bite you? That's the risk you take. In doing that, you have to respect him. Now, I don't like most of his points because they're degrading to others. I can't do that.
What about Danny Mullen?
No, I don't know who that is.
Okay, neither did the guys yesterday. What about I don't think I had anybody after Danny Mullen. Yesterday I tried to describe Danny Mullen, but what's the point, to be honest, if you don't know who Danny Mullen? Just a YouTuber. Doesn't give you much. Don't even make a comment about him. I don't think of someone else.
Yeah. I may recognize him if I saw him, but...
What made you choose HVAC?
So, I was looking, because I knew I wanted to do trade school, and I was looking at the different trades, and HVAC is a mixture of a bunch of trades. There's a lot of electrical work.
Yeah.
You work with pipes, so plumbing work.
Do you see yourself commercial or residential?
More residential.
Oh, and then to back up, what about No Cap on God? Have you seen him?
I know that name. I recognize that name.
I mean, it's a pretty recognizable. It's just like two phrases. Two phrases. You know what I love to do? I love slay.
What?
I love go off queen.
Okay.
I like to say that kind of stuff.
I think that's funny.
Yeah,
I
because
think
it's like,
hilarious.
You know? I also love sister and brother.
Yep.
Sometimes I'm on shift and I'm the only white guy, and I'm just like, here are my brothers and sisters. And one of them will laugh and the other will be like, the fuck you just say?
Yep.
It's very, very funny.
Speaking of, one of the biggest compliments I believe you can ever get is you're a cool white guy. Like, I think that is like, holy crap, put the crown on my head. Like,
yo, can I say the N-word now?
But like, it's sad because it kind of gives the connotation that, hey, not a lot of white guys are that cool.
In my experience, I just kind of make up my own world. I feel I'm starting to believe when it comes to this. I honestly think that like I just kind of like say things in my mind and then I believe them, and what I say is like it's not that deep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like. There's so much of life is lived between the ears.
Oh,
and it's realizing like what is real and what is just your brain self-sabotaging. And honestly, sometimes I say things and then I'm like, hey, I don't actually agree with what I said at all. But I had to say it. Like, there's a part of me that's like, I just got to say this. And then I'll hear it. I'm like, ooh, that's not what I meant to say at all. But I'm too stubborn to be like, oh, I didn't mean to say that. So now that's my point. Now that's my stance on it, which is something I should work on.
Can't go back.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about, bro. I know what you're talking about. So on YouTube, you can imagine we do a split screen now.
Yeah.
So you're going to be looking at me and there's going to be a division, and I'll be looking at you.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
And maybe like 2 or 3 people out of the 30 plus that click on the video will watch the whole thing in its entirety. One will be my mom. What else can I say?
I mean, I honestly, I was talking to my friend group about this, and they're excited to watch it. So
who's the guys? Who know? Because we're direct. I'm talking right to you guys right now. I want every single one of them on.
I think there's 19 of us.
Oh my god.
Dee Salarini.
Okay.
Daniel Larson, Thomas Brenner.
Know him.
Smith Tebbett, Turner Curtis.
I know him.
Dabs Visor.
Of course.
Will Kennerly.
Yes.
Thomas Brenner.
Yes.
Patrick Eismont.
Yep.
Spencer Allman.
Yep.
Andrew Luff.
I know him.
George Bond.
Oh my god.
Rawson Gates.
Oh my god.
I love Rawson.
Oh
Rawson's one of my favorites.
Yo, Rawson, there's a bunch of guys that I would like to have on because their older siblings said they're not interested.
Rawson is more quiet, but he would be great at this.
Oh, I don't think he could be. I think I just had a record set, a quiet record set. My roommate Jose came on 3 days ago, and I don't think that anybody could beat him.
Really?
Yeah. Now my mom told me the next day, she was like, "It's really when people that are quiet, like when he came on, like the less someone says, the more you want to know what they're going to say.
It's
true.
That is a very fair point.
It's true. So it was just me talking to Jose the whole time.
It's something. But
I love it to death.
Yeah.
Rawson, I want you on very badly.
I'm going to do everything I can to get Rawson and Patrick. Patrick needs to happen. I think
Will Kennerly.
Patrick, yeah.
There was so many more. Brenner.
Yep.
I need him badly.
Yeah, he just transferred to Florida.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was at State and just transferred to Florida.
I know Didi too.
Yeah. Didi's at UNC, so he's pretty close.
Yeah, holy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but we gotta.
Dude, I just fired it back up. I'm on another I feel like I'm thinking of it as not a tour necessarily, but a campaign. Like it was 10 episodes now ago that I went. I think the thing that pushed me into it was I traveled to UNCW before school started to get Griffin, who I had been having on Discord over and over again.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, enough of Discord. It's just the delay and he's not really there.
Mm-hmm.
And I show up at his shed and I did 2 with him, 2 with his roommate. And then I came back. And ever since I came back, I've just been firing, dude.
Well, sometimes you need that like little breath of fresh air and just brings it. Because also you and Griffin are the same and y'all are so creative that honestly, I think if you're not feeling creative or you're feeling stuck, going to see Griffin will fix that. I think it's the same way with him. If he comes here and just seeing like the creativity of the way your room's set up, the way his shed was set up.
Do you catch it? It's like Casey Neistat.
Yeah, I like it. I do really like it.
But it's very it's just the shelves just hold junk.
I mean, but that's like it's kind of its own little thing. Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
I mean, that's everything. You can't it's well lived in. That's one thing you have to appreciate. Like my new place, I love it. It's great, but it feels very much like a new place.
I got you.
So somewhere like this where it's like, you probably know exactly where everything is.
Kinda.
General.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know the area of where.
I know where the cameras are at.
Yeah. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Man, I'm so happy you came on.
Yeah,
man.
This is great.
How do you think the episode's going so far? I don't know if I should say this out loud, even though it like feeds into it's like a self-actualizing thing. But I don't know. I get really I really hope I'm doing everything like the right way, Yeah. And I try not to think about it and saying it is like. It's like trying not to drink beer, but ending up taking shots.
Yep.
But it's like, it's true. I think, I don't know what you might hear when I say this, but I really hope that I did it good.
Yeah. No, 100%. But one thing I want you to not know, there is no right way to do it. The most popular YouTubers, what they were doing to get popular was different. That's how you get popular. And it's more uncomfortable.
You think so I want to get popular? You would say that?
I don't know if it's you want to get popular, but I feel like you're more the type you want to be able to give a platform to interesting people.
Yeah.
Sort of
you're very interesting.
Like the Joe Rogan experience kind of thing where he invites all these
how do you know that?
interesting.
Did I say that out loud?
No.
Damn.
I just could kind of see that it's kind of the same almost.
Yeah, everybody in Joe Rogan's comments, they're always like, this is great. He's giving people platforms.
Yeah, and that's something I think you could really do is just random people and then you start getting into specific fields, like an expert of something or other, and just having them come on and where you get to learn a little bit about their field. They get to explain it to the audience and stuff like that. Because you have a very active brain that you think of questions in other angles that others don't. So someone who's an expert in the field, they probably get the same questions over and over again. But then they come on here and you ask them maybe one of the questions they get, and then it jumps to another point, which I think will excite them as well as the audience because they get to display their knowledge of this subject while informing and educating others.
Oh, yeah. This is exciting me right now.
Yeah, I'm I see a whole plan for this. Like,
Oh wow, yeah,
I'm excited for this.
Me too.
But it could be really interesting. Have you seen? There's a podcast where these two guys like bring a couch out on the street.
I've seen it.
Yep, and people just something like that. I think you could really do well.
Okay. I have an idea bucket right here. Okay, so couch.
Yep.
That's it. That's the key. That's the key component.
Yeah. Yeah.
Copy them entirely. Couch out on street.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because also you see a couch out on the side of the street, that immediately draws your attention.
Okay. When you have ideas like this, it's very hard to execute. So couch on street. What street?
I mean, here I would do like a big street, maybe like Hillsborough or
Couch on Hillsborough Street.
Yeah. Because also if it's a street like Hillsborough where a lot of cars are going through, I guarantee at least one of the people's gonna be like, hey, let me pull over and see why there's a dude sitting on the couch on the side of the road. And then that brings people in.
Okay.
And you get more people to join. And then you get a random person who's an expert in this certain field. And it kind of goes on that whole thing.
Okay, dude. It's been a while since I had an idea to idea bucket. This is good.
Well, yeah.
My ideas, if I was left alone to my own devices, one of the best ideas I got recently, I executed immediately. Alden Bennett told me I should ask a stranger to be on my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And not only did it work, but it was awesome. I got to do his idea.
Yeah, that is really like, I think you would do really well still having friends on, but keeping it like a friends every other week or so. Or less than that, and then you have a stranger on in between that time. So you kind of make it of, there's going to be these personable talks between you and the guest, and then there's going to be these talks where you're figuring out the guest, and you're learning about them and doing all this different stuff. So it's not the same thing every single episode. It's the same overall idea, but you're getting new content each episode.
Do you know how cool you are for real? I feel like
I really appreciate that.
You really are.
Thank you.
Especially when you got out of your car, you're older.
Yeah.
And it's not just that you're older and filled in. And like it could,
Yeah, I was also a scrawny kid, but
not even physically. It's like an aura thing. Not to use another kid word.
We haven't seen each other like in person in what, like 2 years?
Right.
Year and a half?
I gotta finish this. You are just very, very cool.
I appreciate that.
Like it's the kind of cool that draws you in and you want to know. It's almost like you can't even say that the person's cool. You just want to be around the person.
You want to like figure it out.
Yeah.
Just experience it. Yeah.
It's almost like you're trying to grab at it. Like mom said dinner's here, so you got to get some before like some other of your 7 siblings get a piece.
Yeah. You want to be around that and experience. I really appreciate
You're like a steaming hot turkey.
Oh, I will take that. That's one of the best compliments I've ever got.
All right.
A steaming hot turkey.
You're very cool.
I appreciate that. Like I am thoroughly enjoying this. This is something that
cool is not even. You're a very good person.
You too.
I knew that when I first met you.
Yeah, no, I could tell that because when I first met you, you were doing crazier stuff and people were hesitant. Like, oh, he's gonna drive his bike. But I knew from the start you were a genuine person. That no matter how close we were, no matter what happened, if I honestly asked you, hey, Jack, I need a ride. I'm stranded. You'd come pick me up. No question. Now, I question it with some people I'm closer with. But you're one of those people where it's like, hey, we could not have talked for 2 years. And if I said, hey, I need a ride or hey, I need this. Sure, man, I got you. And that's a testament to your character. Because you are a great person.
Stop. You are a great person. You are a great person.
I appreciate it, but I need to work on being able to.
No, I don't think you need to work on anything. I think the only thing that I would say that you gotta. There's not an only thing. I don't think you gotta work on anything.
There's always room to grow, but I appreciate that a lot because I'm now starting to kind of feel what you're saying about myself.
I feel like I'm like really stuck here because I feel like, for whatever reason, like if it was reversed and you were 2 years older than me, I would sort of like I would look to you and I'd be like for an example, like I don't know what to say.
Okay, I kind of get where you're coming from.
I don't know what to
Like,
say
yeah,
because I don't really know what's good.
yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's a big.
But I feel like it's like an unspoken, like I feel like between us, like maybe I do know what's good,
yeah,
but I don't though.
but that's like the thing about life is good and bad are perspectives. There is no eternal good or eternal bad. It's how you feel and your perspective on it. So if you feel you have a great relationship with someone, you probably have a great relationship with someone.
Yeah,
If you
true.
feel a person's a good person, more than likely, if you're getting especially like a physical feeling, your body's not going to lie to you like that.
Yeah.
There's a reason we are the way we are and we're built the way we are.
Unless sometimes, I was laying in bed 2 weeks ago, and it was like I had been up for so long and it was finally time to sleep, and I'm resting my head on the pillow and like I'm drifting off to sleep, and like my neck spazzed so hard that it woke me up, and I googled it, and it's like sometimes like your body falls asleep before your brain or something like that, and that shit lied to me, bro. That scared me. I thought like I broke my own neck in bed. It was like when you wake up and you think you're falling, but I really even fallen asleep yet. It was scary.
Yeah, I've had that a lot recently, but it's where like I feel myself about to go to sleep, but I feel myself have a running dream, and my legs and arms like do a quick like running motion, and it scares myself. Like I
It's terrifying.
jump scare myself awake.
You know what I dreamt of last night? Last night I was up until 6 a.m. and I made a bad choice. I DoorDashed McDonald's for the first time since April. Which is
Everyone falls victim to that.
I'm
It
sorry,
happens.
okay, but I got a hotcakes and the hash browns. And
Oh yeah.
It's like it was like way too much money, but I don't have that kind of money. I'm not gonna do it again. But guess what I dreamt about? I dreamt that I smoked weed. I dreamt that I drank, and I dreamt that I don't jack off anymore.
Okay, yeah,
No
that's
porn.
a good thing.
I dreamt that I watched porn and jacked off, and that was the entire dream.
So you just had a dream
Because these three things I've given up successfully, and every day I say no to. But it's not like I had given up DoorDash, but I was on a really good streak. I don't know, but
yeah.
And I did it, and then I went to bed, and then I dreamt that I woke up feeling like I had failed everything.
Yeah, but it's really easy to lump that in.
And I was
be
like, "What the
hard
hell,
on yourself.
dude? Like,
Yeah.
what the hell? Like, why did I dream that? Like, I woke up like feeling like I had lost."
That's just defeating, especially waking up feeling like you've lost. I mean, but
But I
credit
did
where
it.
credit's
Just
due.
to DoorDash.
Like stopping all of those things, that's a huge achievement.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know.
not-
Pat would tell you the same thing, man. It's not necessarily like it's not that life altering. It just it's just like a little tiny it spirals, but like I don't know.
Well, it's not that life altering after, but like if
Oh, it
you're
can be a big thing in the
100%.
yeah, it can be a big thing.
So like getting through that and realizing that it's also a everyday thing. That's like me with like my addiction issues. I know I will never be able to be around like pills or anything like that and trust myself. So I have to we call it baby proofing my environment. I don't have any pills around me.
Well,
I
I mean,
don't
if
talk to
that's
people.
but that's like if you think it becomes true, because you're like since I'm coming up on 2 years now without smoking weed, and there's been very many a time when weed has just spawned next to me. In very recent times, like 2 weeks ago, a joint was passed to me. Not the first time that that's happened, but it was like passed me by an old friend that like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I think that you should start tonight, and you should start telling yourself that you can be around it.
Yeah.
But you should just change what you say. You should just say, it's not for me.
Yeah, because
Because you're going to be around it.
The self-fulfilling prophecy, like that, what you say, and I talked to my mom about this because my mom has trouble sleeping, and she's always like, I'm so tired, but I can't sleep. And I looked at her and was like, is it you can't sleep or you don't feel like you can sleep? So it becomes you can.
Yeah, I've been there.
So
lately I've been good about it.
yeah,
You know, it's time to go to bed. Just go to bed.
and that's like I have a problem with laying.
Like think
in
about
bed
how
on my
tired you
phone.
are. Like
Yeah.
don't like just breathe.
And I'm like, I'm not tired, but then I will put my phone down and say, but I'm going to bed to myself. And then miracle, I end up actually going to sleep every single time. So it's that doing it that I'm working on. I have the right ideas. I know what I should be doing, but the actual holding myself accountable, because I can't lie to myself. Like, I can't sit there and say, oh, you're going to have a great time working out, because I'm not. But I'm trying to be more comfortable with the embrace the suck. Embrace the things that are hard. Do them. Get through it, because then it becomes easier. The more you do it, the more head on you approach an issue, the quicker it's resolved, and the better it often is.
It's a great way to end the episode.
Yeah.
I hate to end it. We've hit an hour mark on our new recording, so who knows how long we really went. Who knows how long we really went. And I have an assignment. I have assignments due at midnight, and it's 11:30.
Oh, geez. Yeah, you got to get on that.
So I didn't think I was actually preparing to kind of let them go. But, you know, if you can do it, do it. So I'm thanks for coming on.
Of course.
Outro music is playing. Our voices are drowned out now.
Perfect.
Episode 2, whatever, 40. Goodbye.